Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel, Spirit Muses and Knowledge. My name is Tiffany and I'm going to be doing a reading for you all for the last quarter of 2020. This reading will include the months of October, November, and December. And I like to start my readings out with a few messages from the universe, and that just kind of sets the pace of what the reading is going to be like for you. Any special messages that come through for your spirit guides. And let's get started. Let's just jump right in and see what we have for our Taurus community. I sure hope this message finds you well. I appreciate you being here and spending some time. We're coming up on the autumnal months as we shed the summer here. All right, let's see what we have. Opening messages for Taurus for the last quarter. We've got the Magician in the Mirror. Very nice card. That's actually been coming up a lot for people. We also have Door to Spirit. And then the third message from your universe here is the Man Holding the Coin. All right. So what I'm getting here, and it'll be interesting to see as we move through the rest of this reading, it has a very spiritual feel to it already, and almost even an encouragement for the spirit, either for you to open up to your spiritual life. Your spiritual life is definitely coming towards you. Your guides are definitely coming towards you. And it almost feels like they're tapping you on the shoulder here, going, hey, we're here. And the reason I say that is the energy of this man holding a coin right here. You can see that the coin is kind of over his heart, almost like a shield. But what I like about this card, it's an oriental coin that he has, and you can see that little hole in the center of the coin. It's almost like a very intentional pathway of energy in and out of the heart. The heart feels like for some of you that it is a little bit shielded, but it's not completely closed off. And that's what I like. And then this doorway to the spirit, it's almost, which is wide open, it's almost like an encouragement to open up that heart because it's safe to do so. The energy of the heart doesn't have anything to do planetarily, but it can manifest that way. And it is how we create and how we manifest. And this Magician in the Mirror, I mean, this is the master of manifestation here, completely balanced in all of the universal properties and elements that allow creation to happen. So it'll be interesting, my little Taurians, to see what you are encouraged to do and how this layout is going to work. The first column is going to be October. We've got November and we've got December over here. So let me bring out my main deck and we'll get some of these cards laid down and see what universal messages want to come through for Taurus. All right, guides, please provide the most accurate messages for Taurus for the last quarter of 2020. for October, November, and December. I appreciate the most accurate and clear messages for Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Coming along here. Thank you for your patience. All right, guys, cutting these cards for the clearest and most accurate messages for our brothers and sisters under Taurus. Yeah. Wow, this is looking good already. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. Ooh, look at that. You got the sun popping out right there. Boom. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Boom. All right. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for this reading is the Two of Swords. Let me take a minute here and just get a feel for what we've got going on for the months. Anything popping out for universe here? So I see a couple of choices. One of them being the overall energy with this Two of Swords right here. And it does feel emotional. I mean, if you look at the energy that this woman is surrounded by, it's all water, all emotional. But it's almost like she's completely unaware of it and has just kind of surrendered to her rock. Whatever choices need to be made, there might be some waiting time on that. The one thing I do notice here, though, is that there's no one else in this picture with her. So it's almost like the blindfold that she has and the swords that she's holding is a manifestation of her own. And perhaps for some of you, you feel like you need to be here right now. You know, she's got her arms folded. She's got her arms folded over her heart center with like two swords of truth. And for now, she's not budging. So it may be that you find yourself in a situation that has to do with your heart center and with your heart energy. And you know, with this man holding the coin and his heart, not that it has to be a man, it's, you know, it's just a man depicted in the picture, but this can be a male or a female. You've got two protection pieces over the heart right here. All right, so we're gonna jump over to October, and what your guides have put down for all of you Taurians is the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Sun. And you know, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It has everything to do with full illumination, full of life. It promotes life. And with all these little pentacles, I mean, these could all be their little individual suns as well, right? And with the Magician in the mirror, it's almost like your universe is trying to remind you how powerful you actually are when it comes to manifesting what you want. And it completely pays out with, or shows up with this Ten of Pentacles. Tens in the tarot deck are completions of cycles. And so all these pentacles are everything that you've been working on at this point that has come to fruition or is coming to fruition. And the Two of Pentacles, for this particular read, more so than, because again, twos are kind of making a decision. You may be thinking about a couple of endeavors that have to do with money, that have to do with business, that have to do with manifestation. You know, so for those of you that have the freedom to build in an entrepreneurial type of way, that's really going to pay off for you here. And for those of you that work for another company, it may be that you have a couple of new ideas for that company, or maybe you're choosing at this point between two different career paths right here, because you've got these people up here in the balconies. It's almost like you're showing them what you got. And you've got a couple of choices. You've got people watching you and looking at what you are able to manifest and what you have to offer. And that is a form of manifestation, right? I mean, whenever we go and find a new job, we are manifesting material wealth for ourselves, but also spiritual wealth, because whether we work for a corporation or whether we open our own business, I mean, it is an extension of who we are. And as we pick and choose our jobs, we are literally manifesting our future and our security. But whatever it is, by the end of October, I mean, it just pops for you. You've got the power of this sun right here. Happy, happy. And then coming up to November, under the door to spirit, you've got the Fool. You've got the King of Pentacles, so another pentacle. Yeah, you've got a lot. You've actually got the King and the Queen of Pentacles down here. So there might be some kind of partnership, either in business or just two really foundationally strong people joining up with this man holding the coin, right? It's like there's an offer there. He's offering something. But the Fool energy, I've always loved the Fool energy because this is the beginning of the soul's journey in the tarot. From here all the way through the energy of the World card, which is the last card in the tarot deck. It's in the major arcanas. It's like that is the soul's journey. And you're looking at the door to spirit. You know, it's almost like this Fool is stepping through the door, choosing to step through the door to have this new experience, to have this new journey. And it really does feel like a spiritual one, however that manifests for you. That's really beautiful. And led by this comet, a little astro body kind of guiding your way. You know, you've got these guides here kind of saying, come on, come this way. Let me show you what's over here. And I can tell you what, if you allow that to happen, come November, if you allow that to happen, there is a huge, huge gift from the universe at the end of November. Huge. And you've got this king here, because again, we're moving into harvest season as well. And this King of Pentacles right here, it's like he's built everything that he needs. His kingdom is all together, and he's kind of sitting here with his bounty behind him, harvest time done. And he's looking out for new ideas, almost kind of like exploring, what can I do now? Where can I go now? You know, it's like what's behind him has come to fruition, but now he looks out at the horizon for new possibilities. And there's one coming, because we've got the Ace of Cups right here. And this Ace of Cups is absolutely overflowing with abundance. Overflowing. So it's also, you know, it's like you've got the Ace of Cups, the Two of Swords. It's like with this offer coming in at the end of November, I just got a feeling that you're going to want to take that blindfold off, so when this offer comes in from the universe, you're able to recognize it. Because you've got the Dove of Peace right here, which is an ultra spiritual, pure. It's like whatever is coming in for you is going to be very pure. And it is like a gift. And it might come to you very unexpectedly. And for those of you that are in a partnership of some sort, whether it's business or whether it's love, I have a feeling it might be love, because we've got this masculine energy with this coin of offering. You know, this is a power couple right here. But it also seems like one of you is open, but not quite open all the way. And with this Ace of Cups right here, just overflowing with love. Absolutely overflowing with love. So the Ace of Pentacles, though, is definitely a energy, just like the King of Pentacles, that does very well by themselves. They're well established. Whatever they've been doing it for a really long time. And it's almost like they're masters at what they've built already. And that's why I love seeing both the King and the Queen on the board right here. Because if there's prosperity to be had, which there is, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles down here too, which I'm going to get to in a minute. I mean, that's an amazing connection right there. It's very solid, very business-oriented, practical, and really moves not only for the highest interest of the kingdom, but also for yourself as well. You know, especially with this spirit energy coming in, that is like a higher purpose. It's like for many of you, whatever it is that you have chosen to do as your life work really flows beautifully through your heart and through your spirit. We've got the Ten of Pentacles down here the Ten of Wands. You've got so many pentacles on the board. You've got the 2, the 10, the 9, the King, the Queen. There's a lot of like planetary stability here in the last quarter of 2020. So if any of you are having, you know, like financial issues, or planetary issues, which many of you, you know, naturally will have through this year. It's been a bear for a lot of people, which has brought on, you know, a sense of this burden. Many of you may be carrying around this burden. But when it comes to this card, just like the Two of Swords, you know, it's kind of self-created, because no one is making this person carry this load. So I have a feeling that you are being encouraged here to set that down. And if you can't set all 10 of them down, at least look through your bundle and see what you can let go of. We are coming to the autumnal months, which is about letting go. It's like all of nature lets go. They retreat. They take a reprieve. Humans are the only species that continue to work really, really hard through the winter months. But the 10 is also the end of a cycle. So it's almost like whatever was burdening you through this year, because I mean, this is a 10. You've been collecting these burdens for quite a long time. But look what happens. You know, the 9 of Pentacles, this energy is self-reliance, self-resilience, completely independent, surrounded by what you have manifested for yourself. The moon is full. And I'm also interesting. I'm also picking up on the energy, because you will see a figure up here in this tower. And while this feminine energy holds that dove, right? Wow, this is all coming together now. This is beautiful. This dove is the same dove, right? So this is the offering at the end of November. And by December, you're accepting that offer, you're accepting that dove, you're accepting that universal gift of overflowing abundance, of that overflowing love. And the person that's up in the tower also has a bird or a messenger coming to them, which kind of reminds me of this king energy with his back turned. So it's like whoever is up in that tower, it is also currently, and possibly it might be you, it might be this other person of partnership, but this is almost the energy of being up in that tower, right? But you can see the person kind of leaning out the window, receiving the bird, receiving the message. And it may very well be that whatever energy is up here, whether it's you or someone else, that they're going to be taking this blindfold off soon. Wouldn't that be nice? Taurus, this is a fantastic reading. Pardon me. You've got a lot of abundance out here. You've got spiritual abundance. You've got planetary abundance. You've got support and messages from the highest energies in the universe. There's a little bit of binding here, but you know, we're all human. We can get bogged down with stuff pretty easily if we're not in alignment. So I just got the message of alignment. And you know what? To step into your full power of a magician, you need to be in complete alignment to manifest whatever it is that you want. Or we do tend to start collecting burdens. We do start to block off our hearts and our third sight there of intuition. But other than that, this looks beautiful. I love that the Fool is here, new beginnings. I love this offer, new beginnings, with this Ace of Cups. Especially if someone's heart energy is shielded a little bit. This is what will pop that open. All right. Let's pull a couple of more messages from your universe here. I really like this reading. It's extremely positive. And who doesn't need that right now at the end of 2020, right? This has been an extremely fascinating year with elemental energies just all over the place, unharnessed and raw. I mean, it really has just been fascinating to watch. Painful in a lot of areas for a lot of people, for sure. All right, universe. A couple of more messages for my Taurus brothers and sisters out there, please. For the last quarter of 2020, October, November, and December. All right, and the first card that we have is Ground Your Light. You're going to love this, Taurus. You are going to love this. Ground your light, let your soul shine. Boom. There's that sun card, baby. Right there. And you've got more light energy right here. Let your soul shine. However you define that for yourself, whether it's just your inner will and drive, or whether that really is just completely connecting to your spirit. Whatever it is, let it shine. And here's that alignment that I was talking about, right? It's like these chakra portal energy centers right there, completely in alignment. Energy needs a clear pathway to flow and balance. So perhaps meditation of some sort, or connecting with someone who can guide you through that. Get your breath back, I just heard. There might be some of you out there that have been just like holding your breath for a while. But ground your light. It's like once you step through this door to spirit, that's how you ground it, is through that manifestation from the magician energy. And hang on for a moment. I need to let my cat in. He's knocking on the door. I currently don't have children in my life, but I do have a couple of cats and they serve the same purpose. So every once in a while, you will see them pop on video or hear them meow or knock on the door. All right. The second message, you've got so much cosmic energy coming in here and encouragement. I mean, look at this. The cosmic ancestors, again, it's another 10. Voice your concerns. That's that connecting with your higher powers, connecting with your ancestors, connecting with that universal energy and that universal knowledge that you already have access to. This is a beautiful card. And you know, you're being like shrouded. It's almost like with this card, with grounding your light, it's actually happening, you know, to let it envelop every part of you, every piece of you. The door to spirit right here, that's the spirit rushing in and just flooding you with this beautiful energy. That's fantastic. Yeah, if you can get in touch and allow that spirit energy to flow again, however you define that for yourself, you're just gonna pop through the last quarter. There is everything here good for you. There is everything abundant here for you. spiritually, planetarily, from the heart. I mean, you've got possible love right here. Well, I mean, there's always a possibility for love, right? The possibility for love. All right, and I'm going to close this session out with a few messages from the Secret Garden. I love these little cards. They are always on point. This one wants to pop out. Rest. Slow down. You don't have to solve everything today. Right, kind of like this meditation card right here. And even this one, you know, I mean, it could be that you're just resting right now and you need to close your eyes, but you need that protection around you because your eyes are going to be closed for a while. But yeah, do rest. Rest, play, work. It's a balance, right? You want to balance those facets in your life. All right, we also have Wildflower. Live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. So you are very much being encouraged to take those binds off, take that blindfold off, dump this 10 of Wands energy, unload so you can be that little wildflower. And I know that a lot of you Taurians out there are absolute little wildflowers. I know several of you, and yes. And then we have listen, be alert, the soft chiming bells call to nearby fairies. So that's that going within energy as well, connecting with your higher spirits, your light allegiances. You know what, Taurus, this was just a blessing to do your reading for you today. I love seeing what's here for you, all the opportunity, again, all the abundance right here. But I always get excited when spirit really shows up in a reading, because we are spirits living a human experience, and it's good to be reminded of that because we can forget. We can forget. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you resonated with any part of this message, I highly encourage you to subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up and share it with other Taurians that you know that may be moving through this same kind of energy or unaware that this spiritual guidance is even here for them. So I want to let you know that the divinity in me absolutely recognizes